My name is Marge Perlman. I live at 4704 Woodland. So we're about a block that way down the hill. We've lived here since 1977, so that's 37 years. We had 3 children that were born while we lived here, and they grew up in this neighborhood and we're now empty nesters. I think a playground for the children of this area is long overdue. I think people are forgetting that the main thing that we're talking about here is a playground. This neighborhood used to have dozens of kids. You'd go out in the morning and you'd see crowds of children waiting for the school bus. The kids have all grown up, many of them have moved away, and this neighborhood is sort of recycling. Several houses on our street that had empty nesters and old people have been sold to families with kids. And now you can go outside and instead of hearing nothing, you can hear nya, 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 nya. And so you know it's a neighborhood that has kids in it. That's one thing that I thought was always lacking when our kids were little, was a park that we could walk to. Yeah, you can put your kids in the car and you can drive to a park somewhere, you can drive to a playground, but if you just want to throw the kids in the stroller and walk 5 minutes down the road and have them swing on the swings for 10 minutes, which is all that a lot of them want to do, that's something that this neighborhood has been lacking for a long time. Now, I understand that there are issues with security and people having beer parties and whatever. That's a problem, but it's not necessarily a problem that's related to whether or not there should be a playground over here. They should do something to clean up kids having beer parties or whatever the issue is. But it's not necessarily that if you fix up the swing sets and put in a rocking trail, that all of a sudden it's going to be worse. If there's a security problem, that needs to be dealt with. If there's beer parties or unruly teenagers in the neighborhood or whatever it is, that's a separate problem. But I think the kids in this neighborhood should have a playground. And if you're talking about $10,000 a year of our tax money, we should keep it here, not send it to some other corner of the city. We're entitled to have a playground here for our kids, for my grandchildren when they come to visit. I think that we should have it. Maybe if a whole big park is too much, maybe if you think having a picnic shelter will attract undesirable elements, because people, of course, will just flock from all over the city you can because there's a picnic shelter here. We all know that. But I think the kids in this neighborhood deserve a playground. I don't see why they can't work out details of bathrooms. I don't see why they can't work out details of parking that's fair to everybody. I don't know why they can't work out the details that would be sensible and logical. But I think the kids in this area should have a playground. You could just scale it back to just a little playground. We could just have a little area in the white picket fence, rehab the swing sets, redo the slides, put sand in the sandbox, put a lock on it so that nobody comes in after dark. That would be good. But I think we have to pay attention to the main idea, which is we're talking about a place for the children in this area. I think they deserve it. Thank you.